guys, what's up? It's AB Trades here, and we're doing our daily watch list video. I'm sorry I did not make one yesterday as I was busy with personal stuff. Anyways, going on, we're going to start off. If you don't know who I am, I'm AB Trades, and I teach people how to day trade options on this YouTube channel, from daily watch list videos to strategy videos. So today, as always, we start off with SPY, the S&P 500 ETF, where it determines where a lot of the market goes, because it basically is the market. So if you can see here, we had this resistance point here in this zone. We got rejected, and we're falling, and we're looking because we have a resistance zone here between 280 and 281, and we have a support zone here in between 268 and 270. So this is our range that we're trading in. Our first thing that we were looking for is a pullback back to the middle of this range. We now got that pullback back to the middle of this range on SPY. That's good in the essence of this could be where our pullback ends, right? We could be coming up. This is where it ends, and now we're going to start seeing a reversal. If not, we're going to continue to fall through this level and find some support here in between 268 and 270. So what we're watching out for here tomorrow is a possible green day or a red day, and then we eventually find some support here. Again, it will be a Friday, so watch out for that and make sure you trade appropriate options, contracts, expiration dates according to your level of risk. We're going to quickly cover the FANG stocks real quick, just so that we mention the whole market, since this actually covers the market. So if you can see here on Facebook, we actually made a nice indecision candle, and then we reversed here. So if we're looking for the market to reverse tomorrow, and that means we're also going to be looking for these stocks to reverse. Facebook doesn't necessarily look like it wants to reverse here, right? We had this nice indecision candle here at previous resistance. We're starting to pull back. Our next support here will be at 166. So tomorrow on Facebook, I would watch a little pullback here to around 166, find some support and then bounce, or 166 and drop. So our other resistance is 170. So watch out for 166 and 170 on Facebook. Next stock being Apple, AAPL. If you can see here, we pull back down to this longer term trend. This minor trend was rejected here, so we can move it. We're back to this trend here, also at support here at around 172. So what we'll be watching for on Apple is a nice bounce here for a breakup higher. So on Apple here, we're going to see if we can get that pullback and push up a bit higher, and then a break, and then a breakup higher. But we're also showing weakness above this high. If you can see here, look at the wick. The wick shows indecision. This huge indecision candle here above 175 shows that bulls aren't quite there yet, and bears are going to hold this down. So if we can't hold this level, watch for it to retest this support, and if Apple drops, so will SPY, or more likely than not. Next, we're going to look at Amazon, which is the second A in the FANG stocks, F-A-A-N-G. So Amazon has been selling off. Our next support that we're going to be watching out for on Amazon is the 1600 level. 1600 has played a crucial magnet point. When we come down, we always seem to be attracted to it. So now that we got this push up and we're seeing this huge red day, if you can see here is what we saw today. I think it was even worse than the SPY market. I don't know why my internet's not working right now. It always does this to me. Well, if you can see here, we have this huge red day here. We started to consolidate, sell off, and just sell off, right? It was almost 50 points down on Amazon today. That's crazy. So seeing that will be setting up for a 10% continuation play tomorrow in the morning, down to the support level of 1600. And then GOOGL being Google. Actually, no, Netflix for the end part, and I don't know. Please load. So we're looking at Netflix as well. It looks like we broke up higher on Netflix today, and then we sold off with the rest of the market. So we're actually closing in the bottom portion of the range on Netflix for it setting up to be a possible 10% continuation play, which is good because we saw a lot of strength yesterday, getting into a previous resistance level, which is I was just speaking on memory, so if you were wondering why there was no chart when I was speaking, we got into this resistance level, then we sold off. So we're actually setting up for a 10% continuation play tomorrow to find some support here at around 342, 343. So if you can see here, we're coming up, rejected, and making our way back down. If you really want to be specific on where our levels will come into play at, you can easily take a fib retracement of this last move up to the high, and if you can see here, we're going to have some resistance here at 340, at 320, and down so on from there. but again, that's not too important. Now let's get into the stocks that y'all requested and want me to cover. So I'm scrolling up here. We're going to see what we can get. CenturyLink. I don't know the ticker symbol for that. I'm sorry. Next one, IWM. IWM here, I'm hoping. Connected and secured, but not providing me data. This is weird. I just looked through stocks a second ago. I don't know why it's taking long. I'm so sorry for this. Well, if we can see here on IWM, we're getting the same thing as SPY. We're starting to get this rollover here. Volume starting to pick up, so that may be good. But we also know that we just crossed below this, which shows weakness in the market, right? If we can look, we just crossed below the previous high. So usually when you're uptrending, you're going to bounce here at this level. So tomorrow is going to be the same thing as SPY. We're looking to either bounce here or get rejected and fall further. Next stock, Amazon covered. Next one, NVIDIA. NVDA. NVIDIA here, thankfully it's loading. We're resting on this trend line here. We're kind of pressed down to the low of this trend line. So we're going to watch and see if we can bounce up to the upside. If not, again, I'm going to draw this in while we're waiting for it to load. But if you can see here, it came down to this trend line, and it looks like we're going to find some support on it. If we can find some support on this trend line, then we can bounce up and retest this level. If we fall through the trend line, then we'll fall down further. Apple and PayPal. Already covered Apple, so we're going to go into PayPal. Please load. There we go. And if we can see here, we're hitting that resistance point on PayPal with the indecision candle, the doji, at the high of 99.45, and then we kind of started to sell off. We're going to be retesting this low here. You see how we tested this low twice already? I think we're going to retest this low again since volume's starting to pick up. So if we can see it start to retest this level here at around 95.32, then we can see it increase the volume and shoot down. Or we can start building here and have a green candle, and this will be our pullback of this trend for a breakup higher. So just like the rest of the market, we're looking for either to start the reversal back up from the pullback or to drop further. MSFT and BA. MSFT here, we're bouncing on this trend. We're now at this trend line here. We dropped that 111 level today, and now we're at this trend. Same thing as SPY. We're looking for it either to bounce and show a continuation of this trend or break through and fall. BA here, we were expecting on the Sunday stock talk for it to get a bit more of a pullback down to around this level. It looks like we're getting close to this level here, and we have an indecision candle. Same thing as the market, where we're looking for a bounce and a green day tomorrow to indicate that this is a pullback and we're continuing higher, or we're looking for it to break through this level and go down lower. AMD, let's take a look at AMD real quick. Advanced Micron Devices, AMD. Advanced Micro, not Micron. If you can see here, we broke down on this trend line, and now we're at the support here at $22. $22 is a previous support, so we're going to be watching for it to break lower. After we kind of put in this double top in the rest of the market, it really just depends on what the market wants to do tomorrow. If the market wants to bounce and make it a green day, the rest of all these stocks will bounce. If the market drops, then we'll be seeing things like AMD, Facebook, and all these other stocks like PayPal continue to drop. So we'll just watch out for that. DWDP. Never traded this stock before. Let's see what it is. DWDP doesn't do DuPont Inc. No idea. Let's look at the trade tab. If we can see here, we have a decent volume, decent open interest. About a 5-cent spread here, 3-cent spread. Not the best, but it's still doable. So if we can see here, long-term downtrend, right? We kind of put in this long-term uptrend here, wedge from this previous down. We kind of came down. What we can see here is we do have highs at around $60, and we do have lows here at around 52. So even though we're dropping below, it can still look like we're holding the support. So I'd say eventually long-term back up to maybe fully fill this gap here. I've never traded this stock, so I don't have an informational edge on it. Facebook covered, Roku, and MU. Not Foku, Roku. If you can see here, we are, as we were expecting to build here and then make our way back up, we are making our way back up. So look for a reversal here following SPY because it looks like we kind of got those highest, or we can look to retest. MU, this is Micron. technology. We're down at the support of around, we're below $38 where it previously found some support. So I'll just watch out for that here for either a bounce or a continuation down. I would say most likely we're looking for a continuation down on MU, but it was a green indecisive candle. So if it bounces here, we'll understand why. What else? BACKO Netflix. Cover Netflix. Let's cover BAC real quick. And KO. Again, we're running into that 10-minute mark. I don't like to make these videos over that. But if you look here on Bank of America, here we're selling off. And our next support here is around $28. So I'll just wait for $28 to find some support. After that, we have KO being Coca-Cola. Glad my internet is loading now. If you can see here, we were trying to find some support. It looks like we're headed back into this support zone. Possible what could happen here is we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder for the reversal back up. 1, 2, 3, heading back up. So watch for, like the rest of the market, the green day or red day tomorrow to determine the direction. Let's see here. Let's cover some more. Tesla. Oops. Tesla has an L in it. Tesla here. So again, it looks like we're building this support under 280, right? We're coming here, we're going to build and then flush out. So if the market flushes out, I'd watch for a flush out. If not, we can build and break above. But most likely when it builds under a support, we continue to head down. Next one is McDonald's. I need to stop combining these. MCD, McDonald's, that I got rid of. There we go. Loving it. If you can see here, we're kind of consolidating down, and as we were expecting to have a bit more of a sell-off here, so I'll just watch for it to continue to sell off back to this. Why? Because we're just consolidating into this range, and our next point is down here, down to around 176. Next stock, Lulu. Stop combining. Lulu. Never traded this, but off the top of my head, it looks like a head and shoulders pattern here. We look here, volume and open interest is not that good. Spread is large. I would not trade this stock with options. I would trade this stock with the actual shares. But if you can look here, shoulder, head, shoulder, and do a previous resistance level being here, look for a reversal. Let's see here. Disney, MSFT, covered MSFT. Let's go to Disney. DIS. We can look here. It looks like we're starting to come down, right, and consolidate into this middle here after a previous run up. I don't really know what to expect here, but just follow the market on Disney. Looks like the last few we're going to cover is Snap. Which looks like it's pulling back here. We have some previous support range here. I would watch for it to pull back into around $8.64, $9 for support until we bounce. GE looks like we're bouncing here after finally filling this gap here. So look for it to bounce up into this level of around $10, get rejected and fall back down, right? Boom, boom, boom. On GE, just my expectations. And then NIO. We just looked at we're having that sell off here. Let's look at the trade tab real quick. Good. 5-cent spread, pretty large, but still not that bad. You can see here we're coming up. We have some support here multiple times at around $6. And then we have the resistance or support now here at around 7. So just watch for this support zone to find some support and bounce back up. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Sorry it took so long. Sorry the internet was bad. Anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy your weekend and last trading day.